And hello friends, welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Today we're starting a new project using Fall Classic Baseball. We're doing a replay of the 1970 Chicago Cubs season. Now the lineups will not be as played, and so that's going to cause heads to explode all over this great land of ours. But one of the things that I like to do with baseball sims is to try things a little bit differently. And I'm going to make a couple of changes to the Cubs' acquisitions in 1970, and instead of acquiring Milt Pappas and Joe Pepitone during the season, as actually happened in real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL, we're going to put those two veterans with the team at the start of the campaign and see if that makes a difference in the Cubs' overall performance. In real life, the Cubs finished in second place in the 1970 National League East, 5 games behind the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're going to put Pepitone and Pappas with the team from the start of the season and see if it makes a difference. Now, I am going to put a 10% limit on how much higher they can go on their numbers. We're going to change when they arrive. So it'll be an interesting little experiment to see how that goes. The other transactions and trips to the disabled list will be as played. But those two players are going to be with the team from the start of the year, and I want to see if it would have made a difference. The Cubs season starts in Connie Mack Stadium in Philadelphia against the Philadelphia Phillies, the same team that they started the 1969 campaign against. The pitchers today will be Fergie Jenkins for the visiting Cubs and Chris Short, the left-hander who certainly knew his way around a buffet line for the Philadelphia Phillies. So it's Jenkins versus Short on opening day, April 7th, 1970. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Fall Classic baseball. By the way, I'm going to put the link for Fall Classic in the description for this video in case you want to check it out for yourself. We're going to be rolling dice, but we're also going to be using my favorite part of Fall Classic baseball, the FACs, fast action cards, to resolve a lot of the plays that are taking place on the field. So it's a dice FAC combo going. All right, so let's get started with the Cubs at the Phillies, April 7th, 1970. In this game, I'm actually going to be using Leo DeRocher's as-played lineup. That's going to happen during the replay occasionally, and today I'm going with Leo's wisdom. So, leading off at shortstop, it's Don Kessinger. Batting second, playing second base, Glenn Beckert. And these are not in the correct order. Okay, here we go. Now they're right. Sort of. All right, batting third and left field, it's Billy Williams. Batting fourth at third base, Ron Santo. Batting fifth at first base, Ernie Banks. Batting sixth, should be, but is not, John Callison. So we're going to have to pull him out of the bone pile here. There he is. He'll bat sixth behind Ernie Banks and play right field. Batting seventh, playing center field, Jim Hickman. And batting eighth, doing the catching today, J.C. Martin. On the mound, it's Fergie Jenkins. Now, on the 1970 season, Fergie Jenkins was 22-16 in 39 starts and 313 innings of work. All right, here's the Phillies lineup for opening day. Larry Boa leads off at shortstop. Denny Doyle bats second at second base. Larry Heisel bats third in center field. Darren Johnson will bat fourth. He's at first base. John Briggs will bat fifth. He's in right field. Tony Taylor played everywhere, and he's playing it today. batting 6th. He'll play left field. Tim McCarver bats 7th. He'll do the catching. And Don Money will bat 8th. He's at shortstop. On the mound, it's Chris Short. Was a fine pitcher for the Phillies, although in 1970, he was kind of nearing the end of the road. 9-16, 34 starts, 199 innings of work. He wasn't helped much by the Phillies' overall performance. They were 73-88 under manager Frank Lucchese and actually overachieved by 8 games, according to their Pythagorean projection. All right, so we are ready to go. It's Short finishing his warm-up tosses and Don Kessinger stepping in the batter's box. We'll roll the D20 as needed. I'm going to roll these 2 dice, the 2 D6s. The red die will be for the tens digit, and the white die will be for the ones digit. Kessinger against Short. Here we go. And we are underway, and that's going to be an out. Ground ball, Don Money. He's up with it and throws to Darren Johnson for out number 1. Now it's going to be Beckert, Glenn Beckert. 36 is open. Oh, we didn't do. We got to see what the rolls are. Does Short have his stuff or not? We'll remember that 36. Oh, wait. We're going to put it right here because I'm asleep at the switch. Here we go. 15, Short has C stuff. Fergie, Jenkins will have B stuff. All right, now we look at the 36, and it's a single 1 to 12. And that's going to be a base hit for Glenn Beckert. Billy Williams comes to the plate, 1 out, 1 on for the Cubs in the first inning. Short the stretch. And the delivery is a 31. That's a base hit for Williams. Let's see where it goes. To left field, drops in front of Tony Taylor. Beckert's going to stop at second. There's 2 on with 1 out now for the Cubs in the first. And Ron Santo comes to the plate. Short the stretch and the delivery, and this is going to be a base hit for Santo. Good start for the Cubs. To center field. Got to check the arm on Larry Heisel. Playing center field today for the Phillies. His arm is strong. Well, they can advance at risk, but they're not gonna. Everyone's gonna put on the brakes, and the bases are dripping with Cubs. It's Beckert at third, Williams at second, and Santo at first. The Phillies infield is gonna play at double play depth. The pitch from Short is a 21. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone in the first. And now it's Callison. Short from the windup now. Delivers. Going to be hit to center, but not deep. Larry Heisel there. And that retires the Cubs in inning number 1. So the Cubs load them up, but can't score them. We go to the bottom of the first with no score at Connie Mack Stadium. Venerable Connie Mack Stadium. Boa, Doyle, and Heisel up against Fergie in the Phillies first. To 56. Hey, struck him out. 1 gone in the Phillies first. Now it's Denny Doyle. Jenkins winds and delivers. This is going to be to left, but not deep. Billy Williams under it, and there's 2 down in the Phillies first, and now Larry Heisel. Jenkins winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. That will retire the Phillies in 1-2-3 fashion in the first. Go to the second with no score in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Next game, game 2 of the season, will feature Rick Wise on the mound for Philadelphia. Haven't decided yet for the Cubs. Hickman is up at bat and we have to do a defense check. First thing we do is see if Short struck out Hickman, and he did not. So now we'll do our defense check. To 52, third base error check on. Oh, I'm sorry, Money's at third, not at short. I said he was at short before, I misspoke. So now we'll do an error check on Don Money. And that will indeed be a two-base error on the Phillies' third baseman. So J.C. Martin will come up with a Cub in scoring position. Fergie's on deck. Short the stretch, and the delivery to J.C. is a 32. So that will be a double -4, but it's not. So it's going to be caught by the right fielder, and that is Johnny Briggs. One down in the Cub second. Now it's Jenkins, short the stretch. And the delivery 62 will be hit in the air to center field. Hickman tagging, Heisel catching, Hickman holding. And there's 2 outs for Kessinger. Cubs are squandering early opportunities. Short the stretch. And the delivery is going to be an out. Ground ball, Boa. He goes to Darren Johnson, and that retires the Cubs in inning number 2. So the bottom of the second coming, we still have no score. The Cubs have stranded 4 runners so far in this game. Not the kind of thing Leo will enjoy talking about to the press after the game. But then again, what did Leo enjoy talking to the press about? Except maybe Leo. The pitch from Jenkins, I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. Base hit for Darren Johnson. Leo enjoyed talking about Frank as well. And that's going to be a single for Johnson and a leadoff base runner for the Phillies in the second. Jenkins the stretch, and the delivery is a 43. That's a comebacker. Gloved by Jenkins. He whirls and fires to Kessinger covering at second. The relay to Banks is not in time as Briggs beats the rap at first, but Johnson is retired. 1-6 on the fielder's choice if you're scoring at home, and if you are, oh my goodness. Jenkins, the pitch to Tony Taylor is a walk. 2 on now, 1 out for McCarver. Jenkins the stretch, and the delivery to the Philly catcher. We have a ballpark check. So we're going to roll the D20 on this one. It's a 3. And that's going to be down the right field line. Past Banks, rattling around in the corner. It's going to score Briggs. It's going to score Taylor. And Tim McCarver with a 2-run double in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Phillies lead. And now Don Money. On deck is Chris Short. The pitch from Jenkins to Money is to left and deep. Billy Williams back, and it's off the wall. He takes it on a hop, barehands it, and fires toward the infield. McCarver scores. It's 3-0 Phillies. Here comes Chris Short. Fergie has suddenly lost his stuff here in the second inning. Pitch from Fergie to Short is going to be a comebacker. Gloved by Jenkins. He will hold McCarver at second and make the play to Banks at first for out number 2 in the inning. I'm sorry, Willie hold Money Will he hold money? No. Money will advance to third, my bad. And Jenkins will make the play to Banks. So there's another Phillies run 90 feet away, but 2 outs in the bottom of the second for Larry Boa. The Phillies leadoff hitter, Jenkins, the stretch, and the delivery, and this is going to be run number 4. Hit deep, and this is going to get over the head of Jim Hickman. Scoring is money. It's 4-0 Phillies, and Larry Boa with a double. He had 17 of them on the 1970 season. 4-0 Philadelphia, and Denny Doyle coming to the plate. Cub bullpen is stirring. The pitch from Jenkins to Doyle is a base hit to right, I believe. No, it's to center. Coming home is Boa, and it's 5-0 Phillies in the bottom of the second. That will bring up Larry Heisel with 2 outs. And action is going in the Cub bullpen for manager Leo DeRocher. Joe Decker is starting to throw. Part of the young group of pitchers that Leo put on his roster for the 1970 season. The pitch from Fergie to Heisel is strike 3 swinging. He got him on a bender. But the Phillies get 5 big runs on 5 hits, and they leave 1. After 2, it's 5-0 Philadelphia. In a little bit of a surprise party for Fergie Jenkins. Top of the third coming, it's Beckert, Williams, and Santo against Chris Short. Pitch to Glenn Beckert. Hit to right. Under it is Johnny Briggs, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Billy Williams. Billy Williams nearing his 1,000th consecutive game played in the 1970 season. There's a 15, and that's hit to right. Briggs toward the line is going to make the catch for out number 2. And now Santo. Short winds and deals. Base hit for Santo. 2-out single. Ron is 2 for 2 on the youthful season. And Ernie Banks comes to the plate. Ernie struck out in the first. Short the stretch, checks Santo at first. And there's a base hit for Banks. The first hit for Mr. Cub. And Santo will hold at second base. 2 on, 2 outs for Callison, a former Philly. Short the stretch and the delivery. Swung on by Callison, hit to Boa. He's going to go the short way to Doyle, and that will retire the side for the Cubs in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 5-0 Phillies. They hung a 5 spot on Fergie in the second inning. So coming up for Philadelphia in the third will be Darren Johnson, Johnny Briggs, and Tony Taylor, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. In Frank Lucchese's lineup, the pitch is a ball 4. Leadoff runner for the Phillies on base, and here's Briggs. Jenkins the stretch, and there's a base hit by Briggs. Center field. Johnson will stop at second. There's 2 on now with nobody out. And coming up is Tony Taylor as Joe Decker starts to throw again in the Cubs bullpen. Jenkins the stretch and the delivery to Tony is a ground ball to Kessinger. He goes to Beckert at second base for 1. And the relay to Ernie Banks is not in time. So Phillies at first and third now as Johnson moves to third and Taylor's safe at first. Cubs defense going to play in at the corners and hope they can get Tim McCarver on a double play ball up the middle. The pitch from Jenkins to McCarver is a ground ball to Kessinger. Kessinger goes to Beckert for one, and he is upended by Tony Taylor with a hard slide. Scoring is Johnson from third. It's 6-0 Phillies as McCarver drives home his second run, and now it's Don Money. 6-0 Phillies, bottom of the third. The pitch is strike 3 called, and Don Money knew it. We have played 3, and it's Phillies 6, Cubs nothing. Can Chris Short keep a shutout going against this Cubs lineup on opening day? That is the question. Bottom third of the Cubs order coming in the 4th inning. It's Hickman, Martin, and Jenkins coming up for the Chicago Cubs. The pitch from Short to Hickman. Ground ball, Larry Boa in the hole. He's up with it. He throws to Johnson, and there's one out in the Cub 4th. J.C. Martin at the plate. He's 0 for 1. The pitch from Short. Ball 4. He walked him. Now, Leo could pinch hit for Fergie here, but he's not going to. Fergie could actually handle the bat, but not in 1970, although he went deep 3 times. Short, the stretch, and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. That is strikeout number 2 for Chris Short. 2 gone in the 4th. And now Don Kessinger. 0 for 2 on the day for Kessinger. And Kessinger swings and hits it on the ground to Denny Doyle. He's going to go the short way to Larry Boa, and that will retire the Cubs in the 4th. Go to the bottom of the 4th, Phillies 6, Cubs nothing. And Fergie back out for his 4th inning of work. Not a good opening day for Fergie. It'll be Short, Boa, and Doyle, 9-1-2 in the Phillies 4th. The pitch to Chris Short. Hey, struck him out. It's the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. And now Boa. Larry's 1 for 2. The pitch to Larry is a comebacker, gloved by Jenkins. He takes a few steps toward Banks and flips him the ball for out number 2. Now it's Doyle. Denny's 1 for 2. Pitch from Fergie. Ground ball, Kessinger. He's up with it and throws to Banks, and that'll retire the Phillies in the 4th. Fergie's second 1-2-3 inning. He may be righting the ship here. We go to the 5th. It's Beckert, Williams, and Santo coming against Short of the Phillies. Beckert 1 for 2. The pitch from Short. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Chris. It's the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. And now Williams 1 for 2. Base hit for sweet swinging Billy Williams. That's his second on the day. The Cubs have had base runners. They've had 8 of them. They just haven't crossed the pay station yet. Santo up. 2 for 2 for Santo. The pitch from Short. Does he hit him? He does not. Santo swings, and it's a line drive at Denny Doyle, and there's 2 outs. Now it's Banks, 1 for 2. Ernie coming up on home run 500 in the 1970 season. Short, the stretch, and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Chris Short. We're halfway through this one, and Short's throwing a shutout with C Stuff. It's Phillies 6, Cubs nothing. Fergie Jenkins with B stuff has given up 6 runs and all of them earned. In the 5th for the Phillies, it's Heisel, Johnson, and Briggs, righty, lefty. The pitch to Heisel, struck him out on a bender. 6 strikeout for Fergie. 1 gone in the Phillies' 5th. Now it's Johnson. 1 for 1 with a walk. Struck him out, number 7. And this is 8 in a row retired by Jenkins. Now it's Briggs. Pitch to JB is a defense check. Did he strike him out? That's our first question. We're in inning number 5. And yes, he did. He got the side. And that's strikeout number 8 for Fergie. We've played through 5. It's Phillies 6, Cubs nothing. Opening day, 1970, April 7th. April 7th, 1970, I was 5 years old. No, I wasn't. That's not true. I was 4 years old. No, that's not true. I was 5 years old. 5 years old. All right. Short against Callison. 0 for 2. Callison swings and hits it on the ground to first. Darren Johnson's going to take it himself for out number 1. Now it's Hickman. Jim is 0 for 2. The pitch. Hit in the air to right. Under it is Johnny Briggs. And there's 2 down. And now J.C. Martin. J.C. 0 for 1 with a walk. Short winds and deals. Ball 4. That's going to bring up Jenkins in the 6th inning. What to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. Got a hit for him. It's the 6th inning. Don't know if Leo would, but I suspect he might. 2 outs. A long one would go a long way here. So it's going to be Cleo James to pinch hit for Fergie Jenkins. Looks like Joe Decker is going to get in the game after all. Jenkins' day is done. He went 5 innings. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 2. He struck out 8. He allowed 6 runs. They're all earned. And has an astronomical earned run average. Short the stretch, and the delivery to James is ball 4. So the Cubs have a second base runner now with 2 outs. And Kessinger coming up. Short the stretch and the delivery to Don, who is 0 for 3. Ground ball, Larry Boa. He gloves it and throws to Darren Johnson, and that retires the Cubs in inning number 6. So we go to the bottom of the 6th with the score of the Phillies 6 and the Cubs nothing. Joe Decker will be the new pitcher for Chicago. He was 2-7. He will bat in the 9 spot. He was 2-7. He had 17 starts. On the 1970 season, of course, his salad days, if that's the term I'm looking for, were with the Minnesota Twins. All right, so Taylor, McCarver, and Money coming up in the 6th. Pitch to Tony Taylor. He struck him out, and there's a strikeout for Decker. 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Tim McCarver coming to the plate. And I'm dropping dice left and right. The pitch to Timmy is a hit by pitch chance. Let's see if he dotted him. He did. Tim McCarver gets plunked. 1 out, 1 on now for the Phillies. Decker coming inside. Ron Santo said before the season he wants those Cubs pitchers coming inside. Money up now. 1 out, 1 on. We have a defense check. Let's see if he struck him out first. We don't know what Decker is, so what am I doing? 51. Wait a minute. He is a C. We got a 51. And we have an exotic error chart check. It's the one chart you need when you're using the fast action cards. So I'm going to produce my exotic error chart. Here it is. And we're going to see where the runners are. That goes to, where did I say that went to? Shortstop with a runner on first. Here it is. Real bad throw to second base by the shortstop. Runner to third. He scores if the right fielder makes a bad throw. After the throw, batter goes all the way to third base. All right, so we're going to go E6. Now we got to do an error check for Johnny Callison, who I don't think made too many errors. Nope, he's a 7. No, he does not make an error. Okay, so it's going to be first and third. And now Chris Short coming to the plate. 1 out. Cubs infield moves in. They can't give up any more runs. And Decker in a jam. That's going to start the Cub bullpen cooking again. It's going to be Hank Aguirre and Jim Colborn. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. The pitch from Decker is going to be tapped in front of the plate. McCarver is not going to try and score. J.C. Martin fires to Banks, and that will retire Chris Short as Money moves to second. 2 outs now, and Larry Boa at the plate. Decker the stretch, and the delivery to Boa, and this is trouble. Larry Boa is having the 1970 day of his life. It's going to be extra bases down the left field line. Scoring is McCarver, scoring is Money, and it's another double for Boa with 2 more ribbies. And it's 8-0 Phillies on opening day against the Cubs. 1 for 3 for Doyle coming to the plate now. Doyle to right and deep. This is back, and this is gone. It's suddenly a 4-run inning for the Phillies as Denny Doyle has just gone yard, something he did twice in all of 1970. Well, if you're going to lose, you may as well lose. It's 10-0 Phillies. Bottom of the 6th, and here comes Leo. He has seen enough of Joe Decker. So, the new pitcher is going to be another youngster from Leo DeRocher's stable of young arms. And that's going to be Jim Colborn. Where is he? Here he is. Jim Colborn was a right-hander. He pitched in 34 games, 5 of them starts. 73 innings, he was 3-1 with 4 saves. Let's see what kind of stuff he's got. He has A stuff, so Colborn going to be bringing it here in the 6th. He will bat in the 9th spot, and he's facing Larry Heisel with 2 outs and nobody aboard. The pitch to Heisel is hit to center, but not deep. Under it is Hickman, and that will retire the Phillies in the 6th, but they get 4 more on 2 hits. The error by Kessinger hurt. So did the hit by pitch by Decker. Maybe he was relieving some youthful frustration. We go to the 7th. It's 10-0 Phillies on opening day. Chris Short is now fatigued as soon as he allows a base runner. So we'll see what happens here. Pitch to him, Beckert, base hit. Short is fatigued. So that will be a factor, but the Phillies bullpen is slowly starting to move toward warming up. And here we go. All right, so in the Phillies bullpen, Lowell Palmer starts to get cooking. He is a right-hander, and he may be assigned the mop-up chores should Chris Short be unable to continue at some point. All right, so it's Beckert at first, nobody out. Billy Williams coming to the plate here in the 7th inning, the top of the 7th for the Cubs. Short is now a grade D pitcher, and so we'll see how long Frank Lucchese wants to keep him out there. Williams is 2 for 3 with Santo on deck. Short the stretch, and the delivery is a defense check. And that will be an error check on Don Money. Now, Money is an error 6 at third base. He makes the play. And Money will fire to Doyle for 1. And the relay to Johnson is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by the Phillies. Now it's Santo with 2 outs in the 7th. Short's pitch is a swing by Santo, hit to left. Gonna drive Tony Taylor to the track, but no further. And that will end the Cubs' 7th. So Short, even though fatigued, is still throwing a shutout. He has allowed 7 hits. He's walked 3. He's walked 3, and he struck out 4. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch them out at Connie Mack. Jim Colborn coming out. Jaron Johnson, Johnny Briggs, Tony Taylor coming up. The 4, 5, 6 batters for Philly. Colborn winds and delivers, and there's a base hit up the middle for Johnson. His second hit of the day. The Phillies have 9 hits, and they have scored 10 runs. Colborn the stretch. The delivery is the 54 chart. Chart 54, where are you? Thank you. All right, so we've got a runner on first. And look at J.C. Martin. Is J.C. Martin going to pick somebody off? I think he might. His arm is A. He fires down to first base. Is Darren Johnson sleeping? Yes, he is. Ernie Banks applies the tag, and J.C. Martin just picked him off. All right, so Briggs up now. Colborn, the wind and the delivery is a ballpark check. Connie Mack Stadium. Popped up. Ernie Banks, foul territory, calling and taking for out number 2. And now it's Taylor. 43 is Taylor swings and grounds it to Beckert. Glenn's up with it and throws to Banks. That'll retire the Phillies in inning number 7. We go to the 8th, 10-0 Phillies on opening day. A 73-win team taking it to the 84-win Cubs. And then some. Short. His arm is his left arm is a foot longer than his right one at this point. He's thrown a lot of pitches. He'll face Banks, Callison, and Hickman. Righty, lefty, righty. The pitch to Ernie. Is ball 4. And we're getting close to the end, I think. Lowell Palmer is starting to throw a little harder in that Philly bullpen. Callison comes to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Short, the stretch. The delivery, it's chart 54. Where the heck are you? Here it is. Excuse me. 54 chart. We got to figure out where it's hit. And I've got a chart for that. Right here. Just a minute. Hang on, here we go. All right. 12 is a second base. It hit to Denny Doyle at second. There's a runner on first. A real bad throw to second by the second baseman. Runner to third. He scores if the left fielder's arm is weak. And the batter goes to second. Well, we got an E4. And we got to check Tony Taylor's arm. I think it is weak. It is not. I was shortchanging Tony Taylor. So Banks stops at third. Callison stops at second on the E4. And now it's Hickman, 0 for 3, and that's going to do it for Chris Short. Frank Lucchese has seen enough. But the Phillies left-hander has done a job and a half. So Lowell Palmer is coming on to take over the pitching duties for Mr. Short. I'll tell you about him in just a minute. But first, let me tell you about Chris Short, because he's had quite a day. 7+ innings, 7 hits. He's walked 4, 2 errors hurt, but he has not allowed any runners yet. Both runners on base are his responsibility. Nobody out, top of the 8th. Hickman at the plate. Now, Lowell Palmer, 38 games, 5 starts, 102 innings, and a 1-2 record in 1970. His ERA was 5.47. Let's see what kind of stuff he's got. He has bad stuff. He's a C pitcher. All right, so Hickman up. Phillies infield playing back. The pitch to Jim Hickman. Hey, he struck him out, and the Lowell Palmer curveball got him. Now it's J.C. Martin who has a pair of walks to his credit. Moving to the on-deck circle is Willie Smith. The pitch. And it's a wild pitch. Lowell Palmer bounces another one of those breaking balls, and that's going to be ball 4 for Martin. So it's 10-1 now. J.C. Martin with 3 walks on the day, and Willie Smith, Leo DeRocher's pinch hitter extraordinaire, comes out of the dugout with a table leg. And he's ready to hit for Jim Colborn. He put a charge into one in real life on opening day 1969 to win the ball game. Let's see if he does it here. He puts a charge into when he can't win the game. Palmer, the stretch and the delivery to Smith. He swings and hits it on the ground to Darren Johnson. Johnson's going to take it to the bag himself. Callison will score from third. It's 10-2, Phillies. And we'll give Willie an RBI on that one. On opening day. Now it's Kessinger as Martin moves to second. Palmer the stretch, the delivery to Kessinger is grounded to Darren Johnson. He's going to flip this one to Palmer covering the base, and that'll retire the Cubs in the 8th. But, the Cubs get 2. They get on the board. After 7.5, Phillies 10, Cubs 2. Getting a new pitcher for the Cubs now. Colborn was pinch hit for, and so it's going to be Hank Aguirre, a left-hander out of the Cubs bullpen. You know him, you love him from the Detroit Tigers. And he will face McCarver, Money, and Palmer in the bottom of inning number 8. So Hank Aguirre gets an inning of work here. McCarver up. The pitch from Aguirre is a 34. Oh, I didn't figure out what kind of stuff he had. That's bad. Here it is. He's got C stuff. Hank Aguirre not on his game today. But this one might work. Ground ball. Glenn Beckert, he's up with it and throws to Banks for out number 1. Now it's Don Money. Money is 1 for 3. Aguirre winds and deals. He walked him. 1 out, 1 on. Lowell Palmer, in his mop-up duties, gets himself an at-bat. This is grounded to Beckert. He knocks it down. He picks it up. He throws to Banks. Money moves to second, and there's now 2 outs for the Phillies. And here's Boa concluding a massive day for Larry. 2 for 4. 3 ribbies, 2 runs scored, 2 doubles. The pitch. And we got to do a ballpark check. That's a 6, and that is a foul ball. And a Gary strikes out Boa. We're going to the 9th with your score. Phillies 10, Cubs 2. It'll be Beckert, Williams, and Santo against the aforementioned Lowell Palmer. Beckert 2 for 4. Cubs have 7 hits, but no run. In fact, the Phillies have walked 5 men. And 2 runs is all they have to show for it. The pitch from Palmer to Beckert is a base hit, 3rd hit for Glenn. In the top of the 9th, here's Billy Williams. Palmer the stretch, the delivery. Chart 54. Where are you? Let's see where it went. 13 is to first base with a runner on first. Real bad throw to second base by the first baseman, runner to third. He scores if the left fielder makes a bad throw home. So we're going to go E3. We got to check Tony Taylor. Boy, the Phillies have been awful on defense. Error check. He does make an error. No, he doesn't make an error. So that will hold Beckert at third. And Billy Williams goes to second on the error. Second and third. Nobody out in the 9th. Santo up. 10-2 Phillies. Pitch to Ron. 2 for 4. Base hit for Santo. Couple of ribbies. That will score. Beckert, Williams stops at third. A ribby for Santo. It's first and third with nobody out. For the Cubs in the 9th, 10-3 now. Banks up. Ernie is 1 for 4. Ground ball money. He knocks it down. He picks it up. He fires to Darren Johnson for the out. Williams scores from third. Banks gets an RBI. Santo goes to second. It's 10-4. But there's 2 outs in the 9th inning, and Lowell Palmer may actually close out this game. Johnny Callison at the plate. He's 0 for 4. Pitch from Palmer. And we have another defense check. But first, we got to see if he strikes him out. Nope. Oh, wait. Wrong die. Nope. That is a range check to the kitchen. Oh, my God. It's a range check. I smell gas. Larry Heisel with a range check. He has a range of 6. And he makes the catch to end the game. Well, that was quite an opening day at Connie Mack Stadium. Let's give you the totals. For the victorious Philadelphia and home standing, Philadelphia Phillies, 10 runs on 2, 4, 6, 8 hits, 9 hits, and they committed an ugly 1, 2, 3 errors. The Cubs, 4 runs on 9 hits, and they committed just 1 error. Winning pitcher on opening day, Chris Short. Losing pitcher, Fergie Jenkins. He is 0-1. Thanks for being with me. Lots more 1970 Cubs coming. This has been Fall Classic Baseball. Check out the link on the description for this video. Don't forget about the Universal Baseball Association Lounge on Facebook and my Twitter, Kurt Berglund 14. Lots on there. Thanks much. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.